A silent killer of your potential, your hopes, your aspirations, your innate capacity. That is what a narcissist is, and that is the kind of damage they leave you with once you leave such a relationship. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional, and today in this episode I'll be talking about how narcissists cause the biggest damage to your potential, the way you see yourself, how they suppress your innate capacity, and how do you deal with the aftermath. If that sounds interesting, make sure that you subscribe to the channel by pressing the subscribe button and push that bell icon to stay updated with every latest thing that I post here. Whether it has been a narcissistic partner, a boss, or a parent that you have survived, the biggest kind of destruction they would have caused to you is that they robbed you of your potential, your innate capacity, and made you feel worthless. If you are a survivor of a childhood where your parent was narcissistic, you can recall and go all the way back and see how they made you feel so small and so worthless, not so good enough all the time. They would do things day in and out, overtly or covertly, to shame, belittle, and humiliate you. And what that did as a result was it shaped your personality. All of that negative messaging shaped your belief system, the self-perception you have, the way you see yourself. And now as an adult, that's why you do not feel not so good enough. And that's why you cannot manifest your true potential, because it was suppressed back then through that messaging. That is how they cause the biggest destruction, that they disconnect you from your authentic self, that they make you feel so small, so worthless, that all you feel is the not so good enoughness manifesting in your reality. No matter how many positive messages that you get from others, you do not believe them. No matter how many people tell you that you're worthy or your work is worthy of appreciation, that you look beautiful, you are this, you are good in these ways, you do not believe them. And the problem isn't that you cannot believe them. The problem is that whatever your parents, your narcissistic parents told you as a child, you took them as a fact, and that is how those faulty beliefs are running your life right now, unconsciously and subconsciously. That is how they limit your potential. It's like they literally put you in a box. They bury you in there, no matter how big your size is, and just keep you there to feel better about themselves. And that is very, very cruel. It makes me so angry and pissed off to just know how these people are so predatory and parasitic that they need to put others down to feel better about themselves. And talking about putting others down, when we talk about narcissistic romantic relationships, do you know what is that one thing that drives a narcissist in pursuing a particular form of supply or a particular person? It is that they see that this person is operating at this level, which is higher than their own level, that they have empathy to offer, that they are giving, they are getting the attention, they're successful, they're this, they're that. And the joy, the happiness that a narcissist drives from bringing this person down below their level is limitless for them. And because of this constant manipulation that happens in the relationship, the devaluation, controlling each and every aspect of your life, making you feel worthless, sending that negative message across all the time, telling you that you cannot do this. Are you serious? You would be able to achieve this. Installing that disbelief in you, gaslighting you into believing that you are not worthy of great things, or whatever you had, it was a chance of pure luck. That whatever you have, you don't deserve it. You are reduced to a shell of yours that is just ruminating and stuck in the thoughts of worthlessness. And the worst nightmare, it becomes the worst nightmare if you already have your childhood wounds where you were made to feel that you're worthless. It just gets activated here, and it is easy for you to get stuck in that loop. They steal you of your time. They steal you of your opportunities. They steal you of your strength, because ultimately they give you the biggest psychological traumatic injury that takes years to heal from. I have seen people who find it extremely difficult to even read a page from a book, let alone doing things like accomplishing big goals. I have seen people who have to literally put down every small and minute task on a paper, such as switching on and off lights, to get things done. This is how they rob you of. And how it becomes more traumatic for such a survivor, that when they leave, and if they leave the relationship, when they realize that they have lost this much time or this much opportunity, they start becoming angry as hell towards themselves, saying things like, why did I let it happen to myself? Why couldn't I see it earlier? Why didn't I see it coming? Why did I let him or her do this to me? When they hardly understand that the dynamics of such abusive experience are so complex that you are left with no or little choice to choose for yourself. The potential is reduced and suppressed. It's suppressed to if it was this big, it is suppressed and reduced to this big when you go through such an experience. And that is the biggest loss that a survivor has to cope with, accept and work on as they're going through the process of recovery. A narcissist reduces you from believing that I can do it to I can never think of going there or doing it because I'm so worthless. I'm so stupid. I do not have what it takes, from having a full-on capacity to accomplish big things and soar and touch new levels, whether it is in your career or other aspects of your life. They reduce you to a person who cannot even think of what to do the next day. This is how they rob you of. This is how they destroy you slowly. This is how they clip your wings. This is how they slowly take those small chips off from your being. And that is what narcissistic abuse is all about. That is what makes it the most horrible experience a person can ever go through. And if you are such a survivor, you need to understand that they did the damage, but this is not the end. Because I am the survivor of the similar experience. I am speaking right now. I am talking with you. But I can recall a time where even the thought of standing in front of someone and expressing myself would give me a big, massive panic attack. There is hope. There is hope that with this recovery, the healing that you can go through, you can connect with your innate potential. Once that narcissist is out of your mind and life, you can connect with your value. You can know your self-worth. You can know what you are worth, and you can know what your capacity is, and you can know how many resources are there within you. So give yourself the permission to go through that healing process, to be who you want to be, to become the most authentic and the best version of yourself, because nobody in the whole universe can rob you of that. It is still within there, preserved. Just work on the negative, faulty beliefs that you have about yourself and your esteem, that you cannot do this or you're not worthy of that. Just create a distance. Understand that this is the programming that was done to you, that you accepted, and it was reinforced again and again, and it became your truth. It is someone else's voice that was projected. It is not you. You are a fully unique, able, capable, full with potential human being that still has a lot of time to achieve things. I know many people leave such relationships maybe after 30 years, 40 years, and then they are sad. Like they would say, what I could have achieved if I had left 10 years earlier, I cannot achieve that now. I know it's a big loss, but probably you may not be able to open up that business or get that college degree. But maybe you can take a class, maybe you can find your hobbies, maybe you can excel in different areas of your life. Maybe there are ways. You just need to be open. You just need to explore. And that is the message that I would like to leave you with. I would really want to know, what are your experiences? What did the narcissist rob of you? What did they take away from you? Drop a comment and let me know, and let other survivors feel validated and a lot less alone. I'll talk with you very soon in the next episode. Till then, let the healing begin.